Hey gang, we are here to just play around. I got my new box from Laura's Art Corner of some more octopus fluids. So I can't wait to use them. And I'll show you what they are when I use them. And I'm gonna do a fairy flower, but I also read online recently someone called it a dragon stone or something. I don't know. We're gonna stick with fairy flower because I think that sounds fun. All right, so I've poured my resin, put it evenly in my 4 cups, and now we're gonna go to mixing. And remember with this, we don't want the resin to be too thick, so we wanna go kind of fast so that the resin doesn't get thicker. I am using, I should show you this, Bond Crafter. It is a 1-to-1 resin and it's really great. It's clear, low bubbles, but it is thicker. The viscosity isn't quite a low viscosity. So that may make things a little different here. I don't know. It'll make me want to run a little faster though. So stick with me. All right, so here is a resin. And this is one of my new ones. It's evergreen, and I really am hoping it's like an evergreen, but we'll see. And I'm gonna go with 5 drops. Now remember with this, we were using lighter weight inks. And this is just a resin ink because they just seem to work better with this effect. And it is, look at that, it's evergreen color. Do we think that's dark enough? I sort of want it for my outside, so maybe, what do you think, 3 more drops, darken it up? Let's do 3. Hopefully this will get us a little bit darker. Since it's not an acrylic ink or a paste, I'm hoping that it's light enough that adding extra won't matter. I do think this is going to come out somewhat light, like my last one, or not the red one, the one before it. All right, that looks good. All right, and don't, my reminder, make sure you stir all the way. You don't want any dots of ink or lines of ink. All right, this is my other new one. I've seen this one used so many times by other people and thought, oh, I would love to have a resin ink named Smurf. Now I have a resin ink named Smurf. Give it a shake. And I'm gonna go right off with 7. And I'm just hoping, since I insist upon using my 2 new colors, that these will end up looking good together. You know how it is when you get anything new, you're like, oh, I'm gonna use that. That's what I'm doing. And it does look like a Smurf, doesn't it? Should have got that mixed good. I've dropped a cup before, so I hold it really tight. You may hear my gloves squeaking. Hey, sorry. The dogs are going nuts. I think somebody just delivered something. We'll try to ignore them. They're little dogs, so they yap a lot. Let me just pause the video for a second and we'll let them get over this. Okay, we are back. I was mixing the Smurf. It's a very pretty color. All right, the next one is one that I've had, and it's called Swimming Pool. And I'm gonna go with 7 drops here too. Don't forget to open it away from your cup because you do get dried ink on the top. All right, so 7 drops. I gotta clean the lid of this one up because it does have a little bit everywhere now. All right. And this color definitely will look good with the Smurf. Now, what did that evergreen? We'll see how it goes. I didn't want to use I got an alcohol ink too, but I'm saving that. It's a really bright red alcohol ink, and I hope it comes out like that. And of course, a bunch of different stones. But for this one, someone on the internet said, you know, I think that would look better, or I would like it better without anything in the center. So we are going to do it without anything in the center. All right, that looks pretty good, right? This one's going to be our pretend clear push. It's not really clear. All right, next is our white. And we are going to stick with the Less Resin Ocean White because it's done us good so far. And I got running out of it too. I've got a new bottle, but I want to make sure I've used all this up. Once you get to the bottom though, it's a little hard to get out. I'm going to do 2 pea-sized drops. This is about 2 ounces. Again, we're not doing a temperature thing here. I'm sort of doing a rush it along thing because we want it to be a lighter weight. Get this all mixed in. The other thing I decided to do too, you know, if you're going to go crazy, is I want to see what happens if you add some shimmer to this white. So there's the white. And of course, Laura's Art Corner, the gold, this side gold. And I'm going to put just a little bit in there. Well, we'll see. It's very lightweight, so I don't think it'll have a huge impact, but I just love the way it looks in resin. I use it a lot. That and the Magnolia Shimmer. If you get anything from Laura's Art Corner, get one of those. And I just realized too, I'm all discombobulated today. I did not get my piping bag. So we're going to be doing that too. See, I want to go fast and I'm not prepared at all. All right, 1 second. I got too excited about my Laura's Art Corner stuff that I went ahead and rushed this along. So I've got my 8-inch piping bag. I'm going to put it in my 6-ounce cup. All right, so that is ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my pour. So these are just a pour, nothing special. And I didn't do any mica powder around the rim, but I think we're okay without it. All right, so we got our evergreen, and I'm going to pour it up on the rim a little, all the way around. It's going to fill the mold anyway, I think. I'm actually going to stop a little bit early because I think I might have prepared too much. I think 6 ounces might have been okay, but we'll give this a go. All right, and then our beautiful Smurf. I guess we could have done a little more of the evergreen. It looks like we still have a little bit of room in the mold. You know what? Let's give the evergreen a little drop in the middle too. Just to try to use up a little bit more. Otherwise, it's getting poured into a candle holder. That's where I save all my leftover resin until I come up with a crazy little candle holder. All right, now it's time for our white. And I'm going to put it in my piping bag. All right. Because y'all know the next step, we're going to pipe this whole thing. We're going to start from the outside in. And you don't have to watch me dot the whole thing. Feel free to go ahead and speed up the video. I do try to tell you what the timing is so that you can get the second pour, but the second pour is not that exciting either. And then we start with the dots again. starting from the inside. All right, and this is very loose because we didn't let it warm up. So it's gonna drop out pretty fast. So just keep going, and you most likely don't even have to squeeze. You just drop it and go. It's coming out a little too fast for me. I'm not dropping it fast enough. See, I got a little connection between those, but hopefully with the pour going in and spreading all this out, it won't be a big deal. As I do this, it actually thickens up in my hand. It's really dropping out fast. I thought it was a little thicker than this. Sometimes I skip ones when I want to add more room. It's coming out so fast. And I'm not really, normally I'm really, oh, got to get it in between these. But with this design, I don't think you need to worry about that as much. You just need to worry about getting the dots down. Still coming out pretty fast. All right, let's see, spots. All right, that's it for the first layer of dots. Put my piping back down. And now for my swimming pool. Going to give it a pour. Push those dots out. And I decided to go ahead and use all of it because I don't think I'm doing a second pour, but I don't know. I have a little bit of stuff left. I could try a second pour. All right, so now this time we are going to start in the center. looks like it's about it. Now, to push or not to push, let's combine these and see how much we got. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to mix them together, because that would be crazy, right? We are going to do the little push. And it's heavy, so I don't think that it didn't work like a clear push really would, but that's okay. I wasn't really planning on the push anyway. It just may make a green dot on the other side. We'll see if it does that or not. And let's see, we might want to hit it with a little heat. And we are trying the no stones, and we'll see how that turns out too. All right, we'll be back when it's ready to unmold. All right, we are back to see what happened. Would you believe that I actually got up in the middle of the night and thought, oh, I should have done a darker color or a color to offset it, because it might be too much green. They might all look too much alike. So now it's the moment of truth. Oh, that looks pretty cool, right? That is pretty. The center came out really cool, and I don't know if the camera is showing it, but it does have petals through here too. It actually came out really cool.